Guten Tag, Mensch, wie geht's? Immer Dieter. Ich bin Dieter. Oh! Yeah, Dieter is not trying to look cool. But the reason he's doing this now is he's not trying to sell ShamWows. He just realized if he has this stuff and he recommends it and doesn't use it, what's the point? And I know that also I don't have to strain my voice in my old age. I'll be 68 soon. Even though he knows the limitations of his iPhone 11 now because his 6 dropped into coffee. Again, Dila really does like to help people. And so a lot of his videos he puts up because he sees, and he's got nothing against guitar players who have great guitars and love their guitars. No matter what brand they are, there's lots of great guitars made by lots of fine people all over the world now, and that's great. What I usually, a lot of my stuff is just, I have a dry sense, sarcastic sense of humor, I always have. But I did teach lessons for a long time. I do know how to build guitars. I know how to fix guitars. I'm not a great player, but that doesn't mean I don't know what I know. And I'm always talking about stuff that I think will help because I used to teach people. And the hardest thing is when people get stuck on something because their friend has it or someone says this, and they don't look at the big picture. So when I say I try to help, I really do try to help. I try to help someone who might find my numerous videos, one of my numerous videos, and might get some helpful information out of it, because this is why I go on sometimes about things, because I'll look at a site and by the way, when I'm wrong about something, I will admit that I'm wrong, and I'll even post a video admitting I'm wrong. Case in point is Ben Smith, whom I really, really like. He does a lot of stuff with Anderton's guitars in the UK, and stupid me, I had a kind of a knee-jerk reaction about a year ago, and I said, well, all mahogany guitar tops are shit. And I believe that, so I'm not taking that back. And I got, and Anderton's was very nice about it, but one comment I made, and they said, you do realize we're in the UK, and I just asked why there were no Godans or Yamahas there, and they said, they didn't have a good distributor or something. So that's fair, because I always find it funny when, there's a review about a certain brand, and they omit that brand. Well, if they're not reviewing that brand, that's fine. But what bugs me a little bit is when you get on there and say, okay, these are the top 10 best parlors. Well, when you make a statement like that, you better have tried, I say if you're picking 10, you better have tried more than 10. Otherwise you say these are how we rate the top 10 parlors we know of. Because to say these are the top 10 parlors and you've left out 5 or 10 or 15 other brands, well, I just think that's misleading. That's all. And one of the reasons I have it in a bit for Taylor is because personally I don't like him. Now that's just my personal thing. I have my reasons for that. I can go into that, but I don't have to have a discussion with any Taylor rep or CEO right now. But I see just comments that are wrong and that don't help people. For example, a bunch of people say Taylor GS Mini is the best guitar ever, and that's all you need, and it sounds better than triple O's and dreadnoughts and blah blah blah. Well, bullshit. It doesn't. And the main reason I don't like it, I think it's fine for what it is, but I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", and 220 pounds, and I have big hands. So I don't like a GS Mini. Okay? I just don't. It's the wrong guitar for me. So for all you big people out there with big hands, don't buy that guitar. You won't be. There are other guitars that are small-bodied guitars with wider nuts that you will enjoy more, and that's what I'm getting at. I'm not monetized. I'm not trying to sell a thing. So I'm going to show you. I showed you my art in lutherie parlors. Now it's just a little bit bigger than a Taylor, but I have Taylor GS Mini guys say, "Oh, my GS Mahogany sounds better than this." No, it doesn't. And if you think it does, fine. You may think it does, but to me, you're just full of shit. Because have you played one of these? Have you had it for 3-4 years? Because spruce tops and cedar tops need to be played in, right? And when you have big hands like me, and you have a 2-inch wide nut, or a 1 3/4. 1 3/4 is about as low as I like to go. The reason I don't play my electrics as much as I should, and one of the reasons I'm not as good on my electrics as my acoustics, is because they're 1 11/16. You can see, right? So when Dieter's giving advice on guitars, like in a perfect world, this guitar for me would be 1.8. You know, but I don't have the money to go and get some custom guy to make custom necks for all my electrics. I wish I did, because that's what I would do. Honestly, that's what I do, right? And the other thing is, I really only talk about things I have experience with. So that being said, sometimes I will offer an opinion because I know enough about it to say that even if I haven't played this guitar, if it's got this, this, and this for woods and it's well made, I would probably be 95% right if I said, you know, that's probably a good guitar, right? Or if it doesn't have this, this, and this, I'd probably be 95% right in saying that's probably not a good guitar. And so, you know, that's what I'm getting at. Like, when it comes to guitars, there's no such thing as equality. You may want to be equal. There isn't. Everybody's different. Everybody's got different tastes. Like, and what I go on about mahogany is, I think because there's so many mahogany guitars, they look really nice. Koa guitars look really nice. I just personally don't like the way they sound. That's me. So you can take it or leave it. But I'm going to be honest with you. This is my channel, my videos. It's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, right? And I don't get upset when people don't agree with me. I just kind of go, when it just seems like it's just parroting something, you know, like, you know, I've had students have been kicked out of bands for not having Martin guitars and stuff. And to me, that's just bullshit, right? Come on, you know. Anyway, I've talked about that. So, so when I say I try to help, I really do. So that's what most of my videos are about. And, you know, when I see somebody that plays really well, I say, hey, that guy plays really well. If I say, well, you didn't mention this guy, or this girl, it's probably because I don't know who they are, you know. So with the internet, there's probably millions, literally millions of guitar players posting stuff. I'm not going to watch them all. I spend a lot of time making my own videos. I have fun doing it. You can tell that I have fun doing it, and I don't get upset when people upset me, or when if people think they're upsetting me, they're not, right? When I say if I had 5 to 10 grand, I'd buy a Boucher, because yeah, in my experience, I had never found a bad one at that price, and at that price, in my experience, that's the best guitar I've played. And someone say, well, I have this on that. It's great. I'm sure it is. So, you know, I am happy for you. I'm happy for you if you have a mini Taylor and you're playing. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you if you have a Yamaha. I'm happy for you, whatever you have, a Chord or whatever. If it's a good guitar, like you will know after you've played it for a while whether it's a good guitar. And I'll tell you another reason why I think my advice is good. Because I have 28 guitars that I've amassed over 50 years of in and out. Like, there was a 10-year period I didn't even play. But I still have my 50-year-old guitar. In my life, I've only sold 3 guitars. I gave one away to pay off a debt, and it was a good little guitar. It was a Les Paul Epiphone. And I gave a guitar to my older brother once because he had one stolen, and I gave one away to a good player when I was on holiday in Cuba. So I've actually never sold a guitar. I really am happy with all the guitars I have, and so I see these guys. It's like they change guitars like white underwear. Like white underwear, and they're wearing see-through pants. I'm not that kind of guy. So that's what I talk about. And when I say I'm a bang for a buck guy, I am. And some of my other videos, I say I went in with full intention of I wanted to buy this, I wanted to buy a Les Paul, I wanted to buy this, I wanted to buy that, I wanted to buy a Fender bass. I've always walked out with something different because in the stores that I looked at and all the guitars I tried, I found what I was looking for as far as playability and sound for less money. So that's what I walked out with, because I walked out with something that for the money that I had budgeted was the very best, in my opinion. And it's only my opinion that matters to me, because I'm the guy who's playing the bloody thing. That's all that matters. So all I'm saying to people is the number one mistake I see beginners making is they'll take someone's advice verbatim without taking into account your body type, the type of music you play, and the size of your hands and fingers. That is extremely important. That is the most important thing, is the size of your hands and fingers, not really your body. I hear people complaining, oh, well, I will only play a GS Mini now or a Parlor because I'm 5'5". Well, I've seen 5'0", 12-year-olds playing dreadnoughts, playing them really well. So I don't know. I just call a spade a spade. A spade is a spade. A cup is a cup. The sky is blue. If you think it's green, well, okay. You can think it's green. Is it green? Is it really? Anyway, happy plucking. And see, as far as that, there's a reason I do this. I'm an artist. I like pretty things. I can say, that Koa top is stunning. Would I buy a Koa? I would not buy a Koa top guitar. I just wouldn't. I would not buy a mahogany top guitar. I just wouldn't. Yeah, they're really pretty. So what? I think she's really pretty, right? Now, this is what I'm getting at. Not all people are created equal. You got these wokey morons that will tell you that she's a 7 out of 10. Well, she looks, she's got makeup on, but she looks like she's a 9.9 out of 10. But you have someone that is morbidly obese with 3 chins will say, oh no, I'm more beautiful than her. Yeah, okay, right. If you're talking about an external physical appearance of beauty, you're full of shit. Vita's ain't happy plucking. And whatever guitar you buy one that fits your hands. It should fit your hands, fit your ears. And I've always said this, and I've seen really good musicians do this. Everybody looks at the names. No, you close your eyes. If you're deciding be about 5 guitars, you close your eyes, you blindfold it, and you play those guitars for an hour in the store, and then you pick the one that sounds best to you and feels the best to you, and you'll be happy, and you'll probably usually be surprised, because it may, in a lot of cases, it may not be the one that everybody thinks you should get. I don't buy guitars. I'll buy guitars for my friends, but I'll help them out, and that's how I'll help them out. I'll look at their body type, what they're looking for. I'm not going to push what I like on them, right? Which is what I see people doing, which is why I do a lot of the videos I do. Hope that makes sense, right? And as far as the Andertons things going, yeah, they said, we don't have these guitars you're talking about. So fair. And I agree. Yeah, I should have, I realized that later. So, yeah. You can't criticize someone for not doing a review of something they don't have or they don't have access to. Vida Zane. Happy plucking.